Well, here we are. I thought I would come down and film something a little interesting. We're at the Riverside Country Park. Blaw's Wharf is the area we're at. Now, I noticed something down here probably around 2 months ago that was quite interesting, and I thought I would pop along again to see how it's developing. And yeah, it's been a bit of a funny old day today, actually. We've had a little bit of rain. We're not expected to have a lot of rain at the moment, but the clouds are sort of gathering above. We had a little downpour at work earlier, nothing major, but the rain is definitely coming. I had a comment from Pete down in Cornwall saying rain's on the way, and it would appear that it is. He will obviously see it before we do. But yeah, we're just having a little walk up through this area of the Riverside Country Park, and at the top here, you may just catch a glimpse of it in a moment, is what we're coming to look at. And there's a nice little orchard here. I just found out this is actually a community orchard. I'm going to get a bit more info on this, but what we're actually here to see is just up ahead. And you'll notice there's a lovely pile of wood chip there. They're obviously using that for the paths around the trees. But this is what we've come to see. Look at this. This is pretty impressive. This is a squash that's growing down here, sort of pretty much at the back of this fence, well tucked out the way. You wouldn't know it's here unless you walked up here. And as you can see, there's quite a few squashes growing on there. And it's around about 4 or 5 feet tall. It's a mound of what appears to be hay covered in sort of hessian sacks, so that allows the water to drain through and water the plant, but it keeps the fruit from getting wet. But yeah, quite an interesting thing to see. I noticed on the way down there was something else along here I wanted to have a look at, so I'm just going along the back of the field a little bit. This field is left to go sort of wild, really, which is great for the environment. But yeah, this is what I saw from the road, and as I suspected, there are hops growing here, and there's quite a few of them all the way along the back of this area. So I don't know whether this was once a hop field or whether they've been planted recently, but I will see if I can find out a bit more info about that. But yeah, I thought I'd just bring you along, show you this squash mound. I didn't count the amount of squash on there, but there must be at least sort of 20 or so, I would imagine. But it's quite interesting to see them growing on that big mound that's covered in hessian. Just an ideal way of growing them, because it keeps the roots nice and well watered and warm, and will allow the plant to flourish really well. And as you can see, it's doing a great job.